Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise. She's back. Anyway, so today I am going to look at the relationship between Bill Barr and Jeffrey Epstein. And I have a certain layout in mind already, so I'm definitely going to use the Lindemann. But I have to give credit to Kay Nelson. She wanted to know what happened to the little black book regarding Epstein, because I've done a few readings on him already, and I did one, was it last week or so? I don't know, I forget. But so that's in there if you want to look at it. But she wants to know, will we see the list of clients like the Wall Street Madam in 2012? It's like, wow, remember that one? So anyway, this is good to look into. So let me get the camera dropped down and I'll get this going. Okay, so as usual, I'm using this little deck. At least for now. I might use another one after, but let's see. Because first I want to look at Bill Barr and his relationship with Epstein. And so if the man card comes through, that'll be Epstein. If the woman card comes through, that will be Ghislaine, Maxwell. And I'm going to assign Bill Barr as the bear. Because he had he had the strength, he had the power, and he kind of looks in his body like a bear. So I think that fits. Okay. Show me the truth, only the truth between Bill Barr and his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. So only Ghislaine came through, but man, she knights up here to the secrets and the black book. That's the black book right there. Wow. So maybe this spread is going to answer both questions. Let's see. Okay. I'll try. So let's look at the four corners first. So this would be the club. The actual club of people this is Epstein's club. This is Epstein's club. And this is their agreement. Yeah, and on another level, it's like, the club of creating oh my goodness, this is heartbreaking. When it comes to, here, let me show you in this other deck. When it comes to sexual relationships, here, maybe that image helps bring it in a little bit better. it can be, and this deck, the Under the Roses by Kendra Hertosh, she kind of, in a genius way, it's usually a card of abusing women, but in a genius way, she showed that it can be, that type of sex, right? And it's a card. It's known to be, when you're looking at sexual relationships, in the Lenormand, you have the choice between the whip and the lilies. The lilies is a stable, committed marriage and the loving, positive, harmonious marriage. And the whip is like, which can still be a part of a harmonious relationship, right? But like a quickie. But this is, in this situation, it's none of that. It's an abuse. It's an abuse of women in a public way, in a way to create, this is on another level, Ghislaine Maxwell's guilt in grooming women repeatedly for money. And the like I said, the black book knights to her, and then it knights down here to being at a crossroads. Like, does she want to get out? She'd have to hand over some documents, obviously. So this would be Epstein's club. This would be the agreements between these, people to get what they wanted out of it. This is the goal of, abusive, even trafficking, maybe trafficking of minors. And it's, it's risky. Whatever's in this black book is definitely an opportunity to see all the money that was paid. This is showing what's in the book. Yeah, the money that was paid, and trying to hide and obfuscate who the actual players were. But it came, I guess there was a lady in New York City that found a book. She was just walking and found a black book laying on the ground, picked it up, and had all these names. Yeah. So anyway, as far as the relationship with Bill Barr, we have guilt, and it's not just with Epstein, it's also with, he's karmically tied to Ghislaine as well. Wow, and there's a goal to even keep her quiet. This is a card of, silence. It's also a book, right? Yeah. So, wow. So this is also Bill Barr and his organization, I'm sorry, what is not the right word, the institution of his relationship with Trump. Did not expect 45 to come through. Wow. I guess it doesn't surprise me, though. Now, let's see. Bill Barr. And his relationship with Epstein. He was part of the club. He was part of the club. And there was something about information. This could have to do with his visit to the prison cell, where he had a goal to abuse him, because we can read this, of course, on 2 or 3 or even 4 maybe different levels. His goal to abuse, because of course he wanted to hide,
Maybe he was part of it himself. Wow. And, without getting graphic or anything, it's just still that, that image of that other whip card in this other deck. It's like, yikes. But information about how they seduced people in, and of course this would be documents, texts, emails that brought people in. This would be the men who used, or maybe women too, who used these poor, most of them minors, or started out as, Ghislaine was really, really adept at grooming young girls and getting them into the, it was because they needed money. And they were young and naive about it. And then once they're in, it was like, I guess because they paid so well. And then I remember the one gal, I can't remember her name. She hightailed it when she finally got out. She hightailed it for Australia. But she's the one that's been instrumental in the lawsuits. But it's all... Bill Barr, he's been instrumental in hiding everything. He's been hiding this whole structure, this whole organization that preyed upon society, and then also, it's like part of the caretaking as to, if we, leave Trump out of this, part of the caretaking of seducing more and more people in and nurturing the flame, because what he did is he blackmailed people all across the land. The movement, like he had the movement of communications that went around. So reading these four corners is what I'm focusing in on. Yeah, so Bill Barr was committed in relationship with Jeffrey Epstein to nurture, the whole thing from way back when. Wow. Yeah, I shouldn't be surprised. And also committed to keeping the secrets of abuse, of course. And notice how Ghislaine showed up down here on the bottom, where all of this is now down at the bottom on top of, it's all on top of her. She has no control over this. And then here's the baseline of her guilt and how she created this, agreement. This is her in the agreement with Jeffrey. And then also she's guilty of being the person that traveled and went out on the road and looked all over for, girls to commit, girls who needed help and support and caretaking. And she's part of this huge organization of darkness here, where she, took the opportunity to try and get girls to choose to align with them. This opportunity to she was like a social butterfly, is what I just heard. So she's the one that, hid she hid her intentions in a way. When it comes to a character reference, the clouds card is the worst. When you're trying to figure out, like, is this person honest? Well, no, they're going to lie. They're going to hide things. They're going to be moody. They're going to be detached. They're not going to be connected to their hearts. They're just very doubtful. And this is her. And this is all weighing down on her now. So let me pull this together and let's ask, because now I have another question. How safe is she? How safe is Ghislaine Maxwell at this point? I'll just do 9 cards. I'll do a box spread on her. How safe is Ghislaine Maxwell? In prison, I don't think she's ever getting out. There's that club card again. Wow. Well, I don't see an attack on her at all. Does that fit? Yeah, good. Okay. I don't see an attack, but there's I guess because she's her reputation. I feel like she's still connected. Well, I don't have a card that shows safety either, but I do show, because I don't have the house here. We don't have, I don't have a card to show attack or safety. But we do have this club of social, in the social, this interaction with this club of people, and I think because she has documents, she somewhere has something under lock and key. I think this club of money, this club, she has this this ability to like indulge and in the protection of this club full of people with money. That's really interesting. But she's being watched. And this is so weird, because why would this club of people who she could do in terribly, why would they be caring about her? So maybe I need to read this card on another level, because this can be, if we're looking at it in a good, this could be somebody's. It can be in the other spread where we had the book, like it could be like a secret, society of people. And this is what it is, an obfuscation of this secret society of people who are very wealthy. Maybe they have the documents that, shoot, I honestly don't know about this one. Because this can be a card of honor. The name of this card is actually honor. It's metal, but it's about honor and reputation. But so is the moon. But I feel like she's, well, I don't have a card of protection, though. I can't say there's a card of protection. What I can say, she's being observed. She's being watched. It's doubtful. It's a doubtful situation. But I can't figure out why people would care about her. Well, I don't know that they really care about her. She's rotting away in, is it Rikers? Is that where she's at? She's in prison. She keeps trying to get out, though. But yes, there are documents that people in high society really care about. Interesting. Okay, so let's look at, I don't see her in danger, though. Let's look at what happened. Let's see if I can get clear on what happened to the little black book. And again, if the woman card comes out, then that means, of course, that she has some control over it. Because a little black book at one time would have a certain amount, and then later on, the book would grow, right? But for Kay's question, will we see a list of clients? What happened to the little black book, and will we see a list of clients? Okay. Okay, that should do it. Let's see. So something new might come out, some new movement. Oops. Man, this card just keeps coming out. Whoa. This is a yes card, and this is usually, I assign this, well, I never say it out loud, but I usually have in mind that this is my answer card over here. So what we have is, what happened to the little black book? Well, there's some caretaking there's some caretaking of commitment and agreement. Even though the book's not here, it's like, here's the information. Here's this is the list, literally. And then this handshake agreement out into the public. Wow. It's risky, but there's an opportunity for it to come out. This could be help from two different people that help it to come out. This would be somebody who has. This is the caretaking of foreign people that partied with Jeffrey. Wow. Right, because we have to remember that, well, we could imagine that he took everything, they got as much as they could out, that he got as much, he and Ghislaine got as much as, as much of the records out of, what was that, Little Island something? little Epstein's Island, I don't know, whatever it was called. Hold on, I need some water. But these here, I took some vitamins ahead of time and I can feel them coming back up. It's like, ugh. Okay, but this makes me feel like Jeffrey Epstein's Island and the movement of information. So, literally the list of these like special people. Wow. Yeah. Something new is going to come out. Something new will be revealed. And, excuse me. Yeah, for sure, man, because there's some helpful, committed people who are going to bring it out somehow. Wow. And it'll be the partying people, the people who, the list will come out. The list that comes out will be the people who partied at Jeffrey Epstein's Island. Probably it'll happen because of money, I would imagine. Why don't I go ahead? I think I can fit one more row. Why don't I just go ahead and do another row down here, get a little more info. And then I'll close this up. Okay, so 7 more cards down here. Okay, ooh, yeah, for sure it'll be exposed. Oh, and there's Jeffrey. Oh, yeah, a lot of the records, transactions, a lot of people on the list. It'll be really shocking. It's going to be shocking, and it's going to change everything. And the snakes, ooh, in nature, storks eat snakes. So the betrayal, my goodness, in like worldwide, the worldwide like fraud, the web of the complications, the web of the complications on the web of the prey and betrayal and complications to society. Yeah, definitely. Wow. Yeah, the fraud, the scam, both of these are the little, this card can relate more to spies. This can be fraud and scam. They're both fraudsters and scamsters, both of these. But this could also be the prey upon children and trying to, move them, maybe even move them to foreign countries. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is sex trafficking. Oh. Yeah, but anyway, long story short, very long story, not short, it will come out. It will come out. Eventually. And I don't know what that means for, Ghislaine, like how that... I guess it would mean she doesn't get out of prison and someone else releases the information, the list. Wow. Well, we can just imagine who's on the list, right? I'm sure Dershowitz is in there. Probably Bill Barr from looking at the other reading, and all the other players we've already... Yeah. Prince Andrew, okay, well, I await your comments after I get this uploaded. And again, hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend or week. I'm not sure when I'll release this video, so I can't say if it's going to be like Happy Sunday or Monday. But I'll send you lots of love. Big hugs. Okay, bye.